Hello, everyone. Good to have you here. Um, my name is Jose, and what you're looking at, it's a book that I read titled "Hold On to Your Kids." It's a great book, uh, and I wanna share with you what uh, what I was able to learn from reading this book. Um, as you can see, why parents need to matter more than peers, right? Why do parents need to matter more than peers, right? Um, now, in today's world, right? Um, uh, it is widely believed that children need other children to grow up healthy, right? That they need to associate with other kids to grow up healthy. Um, Now, what kids need, because we talk about, uh, there are levels of needs, okay? There are some needs that are they're different needs, right? We all have different needs as we develop from a young age, right? From the time we're born through our childhood years, through adolescence, right? Now, one important thing uh, that I want to stress is the idea of or attachment, right? When a child is born, right, it attaches, right? It looks for the adult, right, to attach to, right? And that happens quickly, right? That happens quickly, right? Now, and we supposed to attach, right, to our mothers. Usually, our mothers are usually the first person, right, we attach to because she's usually the one that's there, right, before anybody else, right? Uh, but we attach to fathers, right? Our loving fathers too. Um, so the child needs a parent, right, to feel secure, right, to feel a sense of stability, a sense of belonging, right? So that attachment is crucial, and I think you are familiar with that. I feel that you are familiar with that. Now, uh, when kids reach a certain age, right? When the close to adolescence, right? We all know that they kind of start pulling away, right? And that's the title of the book, right? Hold on to your kids, right? Now, the idea is, right, that we don't wait until they become teenagers, right, to hold on to them, right? We don't wait until they get to that stage. Uh, we start as early as possible, right? We start as early as possible uh, to do what we need to do to bond with our children. Okay. Um, you know, there are, you know, so many ways, right? So many ways to bond with our children. But the objective is to make sure that they're bonded to us, and make sure that they're attached to us. Okay? It's okay if they have friends, right? But they don't need friends to develop, right? Uh, a a child that's the same age as our child can't teach our child about life. Cannot show our child uh, what that child needs to grow into a healthy adult, right? Children are not there to teach one another uh, how to develop to be a healthy adult, right? That's the parent's job, right? That's what the parent is there for. Okay, so so in our society, right? We think that um, the kids need each other, right? That we have this idea that they need each other to develop properly and to develop social skills and things like that. But they learn to socialize from us, right? From the adults, right? We teach them how to socialize, right? We teach them how to regulate their feelings, right? We give them uh, a sense of stability, right? Uh, we give them a sense of self worth, right? All those things they get from home, right? They get from the parents. When they're with their friends, right? They put to practice, right? What they learned at home, okay? And a healthy child is a child that is attached to their parents, right? That's attached to that responsible adult, right? That the child knows that they can go and play, right? They could go with their friends and play, but they know who their their main person in life is, right? Which is supposed to be their parents, right? And I'm gonna tell you what can happen, right? If children are not attached to their parent, right? Something goes wrong, and their child it does not become attached. Either maybe the parent is unavailable, incapable, or just for whatever reason, right? Not there, not available, right? Either emotionally or physically, right? So what happens is then the child will look, right, for a substitute attachment. And that's when they will find, I think their friends, right? They will start attaching to their friends, right? And but what's not good about that is that their friends are not they're the same age, right? Their friends don't have the stability. Their friends don't have the life experience. Their friends don't have the wisdom, right, to be a good source of attachment for our children, right? Uh, and but they will attach. They will attach to their friends, and they will be sorely disappointed. Okay, because you know their friends are kids like them, right? They're teenagers like them, right? They don't know anything about life. They're not. They don't have the commitment of an adult, right? They don't have the knowledge of an adult. Uh, so if our child becomes attached to one of their friends, right, one of their peers, is going to be very, very painful, a lot of disappointment, and they could be guided, right, to do things that they don't really want to do, right? But because they're attached, right, they feel a need from their friends, right? They feel that they need their friends and they can't be without their friends. They can't live without their friends, right? Because they're attached to their friends. So if they happen, to uh, be involved with the with someone that doesn't have their best interest, then that could be detrimental for our children, right? Because they will do whatever, right? They will do whatever their friends ask of them, right? Because they want to please their friends, right? They want to belong, right? Now, that pleasing, that's supposed to be for us, the parents. They're supposed to want to please us, right? Well, they would do that if they were attached to us, right? If we have worked on that bond from very early on, right? And strengthen that bond of attachment, then our children are supposed to do things because they want to please us, right? But if they're not attached to us, then they'll do that with their friends, and their friends are not equipped. Their friends cannot guide them, cannot support them, uh, cannot do it the way a parent can. And often could lead our children to down the wrong path, like they say. Um, so I highly recommend you to read this book. Hold on to your kids. Why it's so important? Okay, it was so important. Um, because it's nature, right? It's actually nature, right? Because we have society, right? Society has a lot of beliefs, right? We have a lot of beliefs, right? Uh, and then we have nature, right? Nature has been around, right, for millions of years, right? And beliefs, believe it or not, as old as they are, right, are not. They haven't been here longer than nature has, right? And it is nature, right, that our children attach to us, right? Like it is nature that a baby lion is going to attach to its mother, right? Uh, it's nature, right? A baby elephant is going to attach to its mother, right? Because it needs to do that to to for its own survival, right? And we humans, we're not so different, right? Uh, Sometimes we think that we are different than animals, and we are also creatures of this planet, right? And we share a lot of qualities with our animal friends. And one of these, right, is attachment, right? Our children need to attach, right? They need us. They need us more than they need friends, right? Friends, like I mentioned earlier, friends are there to put what they learn at home into practice, right? And to exercise what they learned at home, right? Practice it with their friends. If it's good, if it was good lessons, then for the most part they're gonna do great with their friends. They're gonna have good relationships, healthy relationships. Now, if they what they learned at home was maladaptive, uh, was abusive behavior, for example, lack of respect at home, then that's what they're gonna go practice with their friends, right? And you know what kind of relationships they're gonna end up having, right? Not healthy, right? Not healthy relationships. Um, so it's critical. It is critical uh, that we realize, right, that we are what our children need, their parents, right? And not just for a roof over the head, our heads, right? Not just a roof over our heads, right? Not just food on the table, not just that, you know. That is the beginning, right? That is the beginning, right? That is to keep the body going, right? But if you want to do more than that, right? The our children's spirit, right? Their inner selves, right? How they feel about themselves as a person, right? Uh, they need us for so much more than food on the table and a roof over our heads, right? And again, that attachment, that healthy attachment, right? With us, right? That we have to work at it, right? We we have to we have to reach out to our children, right? When they enter adolescence, especially, they start pushing the envelope, right? They start, you know, testing, right? Their independence, right? It's natural, right? They're getting bigger, right? It's natural, but inside they need us. They still need us, and we have to be the adult, right? And when they get, you know, if they get sassy with us or disrespectful or go away please, we have to be the adult, right? And understand that that is just talk, right? They do need us, right? They're just testing their independence. And and again, their brains are not fully developed yet at that age, right? So they say things they don't understand, right? They don't have the life experience either, right? To realize some of the things that they're saying. Uh, but please read this book. It's a great book. It'll enlighten you um, in this very very important topic. Okay, and your relationship with your child is the most important relationship, I believe. Right, the most is up there. Right, it's up there. It's a very very important relationship. Uh, because everything we do stays with them. Everything we say stays with them, right? Uh, how we treat them, how we relate to them, right? Will become their inner voice, right? When they're adults, right? And we only have one shot, right? We only have, right? So it's good to start early. It's good to start early, and show them how much you love them. Uh, Show them, right? We have to show them, right? Not just assume that they know because I put food on the table, I pay the rent. So yeah, that shows that you're committed, right? Uh, but love, right? Show them love because it shows that you're happy to do it. I'm not just doing it, right? I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to put food on the table for you. I'm happy to put a roof over your head. I I don't only do it, I'm happy to do it, right? I love you, right? When I see you, my face lights up when I see you, right? Things like that, right? Help your child feel secure in your love for them, and that strengthens that bond, right? Strengthens that bond, and uh, causes your child to be attached to you, and not look for someone else to be attached to. Okay, so very important, very important. Um, we're gonna leave it there for now. If you have any comments, if you're experiencing maybe some attachment issues, maybe your teenagers being rebellious at this time, and you want to share some of your experience, please leave it in the comment. And if you like this, me sharing maybe something about a book that I read before, uh, go ahead and subscribe. All right, uh, and that lets me know that you're interested in what I have to say about maybe books that I read, or maybe experiences that I had that I feel will be enlightening to you. Okay? So, all right. Well, thank you for stopping by. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.